Kit Williams' book, Masquerade, was a picture book that initiated a real-life treasure hunt by embedding clues in its illustrations and text, leading to a golden, jeweled hare buried in Britain. The book's story follows Jack Hare, who loses a jewel entrusted to him by the moon for the sun, and the clues within the book's pages directed treasure hunters to the hare's location. In the 1970s, Williams was challenged by Tom Mashler, of the British publishing firm Jonathan Cape, to do something no one has ever done before with a picture book. Williams set out to create a book that readers would study carefully rather than flip through and then discard. The book's theme, a hunt for a valuable treasure, became his means to this end. Masquerade contains 15 detailed paintings that illustrate the story of a hare named Jack Hare, who seeks to carry a treasure from the moon, depicted as a woman, to the sun, depicted as a man. On reaching the sun, Jack finds that he has lost the treasure, and the reader is challenged to discover its location. Along with creating the book, Williams crafted 18-karat 75% gold and jewels into a large filigree pendant in the shape of a hare. He sealed the hare inside a small ceramic casket, both to protect the prize from soil and to foil attempts to locate the treasure using a metal detector. The casket was inscribed with the legend,
"I am the keeper of the jewel of Masquerade, which lies waiting safe inside me for you or eternity."
Kit Williams later said,
"If I was to spend 2 years on the 16 paintings for Masquerade, I wanted them to mean something. I recalled how, as a child, I had come across treasure hunts, in which the puzzles were not exciting, nor the treasure worth finding. So I decided to make a real treasure, of gold, bury it in the ground, and paint real puzzles to lead people to it. The key was to be Catherine of Aragon's cross at Amphill, near Bedford, casting a shadow like the pointer of a sundial."
On the 7th of August, 1979, Williams and celebrity witness Bamber Gascoigne secretly buried the hare's casket in Amphill Park. Williams announced publicly that his forthcoming book contained all clues necessary to identify the treasure's precise location in Britain to within a few inches. At the time, the only additional clue he provided was that the hare was buried on public property that could be easily accessed. To ensure that readers from further afield had an equal chance of winning, Williams also announced that he would accept the first precisely correct answer sent to him by post. Searchers often dug up public and private property, acting on hunches. One location in England named Haresfield Beacon was a popular site for searchers, and Williams paid the cost of a sign notifying searchers that the hare was not hidden nearby. Real-life locations reproduced in the paintings were searched by treasure hunters, including Sudbury Hall in Derbyshire and Tewkesbury, Gloucestershire. In March 1982, Williams received a letter containing a sketch which he recognized as the first correct solution sent to him. Williams telephoned the sender, a man calling himself Ken Thomas. Williams instructed him to dig for the hare. He realized that Thomas had not solved the puzzle in the intended manner, and it seemed that he had made a lucky guess. Soon after Thomas was formally awarded the prize, Williams received a correct solution to the puzzle, sent by physics teachers Mike Barker of William Homey's Grammar School and John Rousseau of Rossall School. Barker and Rousseau seemed to have unearthed the prize themselves when digging at Amphill, but had not noticed it inside its clay box. It appeared that Thomas had discovered it in the dirt piles they had left behind. Bamber Gascoigne, having been asked by Williams to witness the burial of the hare and to document the contest from beginning to end, wrote the book Quest for the Golden Hare. He summarized his experiences thus:
Ends of thousands of letters from masqueraders have convinced me that the human mind has an equal capacity for pattern matching and self-deception. While some addicts were busy cooking the riddle, others were more single-mindedly continuing their own pursuit of the hare, quite regardless of the news that it had been found. Their own theories had come to seem so convincing that no exterior evidence could refute them. These most determined of masqueraders may grudgingly have accepted that a hare of some sort was dug up at Amped Hill, but they believed there would be another hare, or a better solution, awaiting them at their favourite spot. Kit would expect them to continue undismayed by the much-publicised diversion at Amped Hill, and would be looking forward to the day when he would greet them as the real discoverers of the real puzzle of Masquerade. Optimistic expeditions were still setting out, with shovels and maps, throughout the summer of 1982.
Masquerade's puzzle is elaborate. The answer is hidden in the 15 painted illustrations. In each painting, a line must be drawn from each depicted creature's left eye through the longest digit on its left hand and out to one of the letters in the page border. Then, from the left eye through the longest digit on the left foot, the right eye through the longest digit on the right hand, and finally the right eye through the longest digit on the right foot. This is only done for eyes and digits that are visible in the painting. The letters indicated by these lines can be made to form words, either by treating them as anagrams or by applying the sequence of animals and digits suggested by the Isaac Newton painting. Following this method reveals 15 words or short phrases, which together form a 19-word message.
Catherine's long finger overshadows earth, buried yellow amulet midday, points the hour in light of equinox. Look you.
The acrostic of these words and phrases reads, Closeby Amped Hill. Properly interpreted, the message tells the reader that the treasure is buried in Amped Hill Park in Bedfordshire, near the park's cross-shaped monument to Catherine of Aragon. At the precise spot touched by the tip of the monument's shadow at noon on the day of either the March or September equinox. Many additional hints and confirmers are scattered throughout the book. For example, in the painting depicting the sun and the moon dancing around the earth, the hands of the two figures are clasped together, pointing at the date of the spring equinox. Williams' book not only revolutionized interactive storytelling, but also proved that adventure and mystery could exist outside of fiction, bringing treasure hunting into the real world. Even today, its influence can be seen in escape rooms, geocaching, and modern alternate reality games, all of which challenge participants to solve riddles for real-world rewards. Masquerade was more than just a book, it was an adventure, a cultural phenomenon, and the beginning of a modern treasure hunting movement.